You think back to the old days, to when the forest industry was not as innovative as it is today. The history of the forest industry has changed a lot. From simply planting trees all the way to working on a logging sort, the possibilities are almost endless. The future for some of the forest industry categories have a bright future, others sadly do not. They had to cut down the tree, whether it was climbing the tree or cutting it down with an axe. You know, they didn't have all machine-operated logging sorts, nor did they have gas-powered chainsaws.
The history of forestry to me really represents the change and the loss of traditionally used plants for First Nations communities throughout British Columbia. The removal of forest canopy and the way that the Forest Act really is devastating our plant communities and the way that our people use the forest ecosystems. Well, the forest industry, in comparison to the beginning, I mean, technology has allowed us to harvest forests very efficiently, but with efficiency comes too fast of cut. Right? We're cutting way too fast. Is it sustainable? In my opinion, no. I think what'll happen is we're gonna see a real shift in the way that we manage and cut our forests. There has to be a way of slowing it down to maintain some sustainability throughout the province. If we don't, the forest industry, we won't have a forest industry the way that we keep cutting with the technology. Technology is good, but we need to be able to slow it down. There is a future in the forestry, but we need to change. We need to change our technology. Again, like I said, it needs to slow down. If we don't allow that we won't have a future because we don't have no trees. We're going to continue to plant pine stands to meet free to grow obligations by the forest companies. Will not help the forest industry future, because are we going to be in for a mountain pine beetle attack again, or unless they genetically modify ponderosa or Pinus contorta so that mountain pine beetle doesn't affect them? Well, yeah, sure, but technology will continue to allow us to have forestry. But forestry is, again, we're going to see some huge changes coming down
the pipe. Remember when we were young, breaking every rule they made. I never changed what we done. It made us who we are today. I'm taking every chance I get to make us who you won't forget. Who we are, who we are. We started. This is what we started. They can't hold us down. They'll never be, never be, never be, never be us.
boys. What if it's a Sam Squanch? It could be.
They don't exist, Bubbles.
Julian, you try telling that to all the people that got eaten by the dirty bastards.